Okay, so we'll go get started just so we don't keep you guys here all night. So first of all, I just want to thank everyone for hopping on. I'm Danielle Mannix. I am an elite ambassador with Q Sciences. So this is the new company that Alisha has joined on with. So we've known each other, I guess, for about 6 years now, I think. So we met through our kiddos. And luckily enough, she just lives down the road from me. So I'm excited that she's on this journey with me. And yeah, it's been lots of fun just getting her started and going. So we're just here to just share a little bit about what she has going on. And I'll just explain a little bit about the business side and also a little bit about the products that we have here as well. So the first screen, I'll just tell you a little bit about myself. You can see here I'm a mom and a wife. So that's my husband, Miles. I have 2 boys, Xander and Remy. Xander's my oldest, he's 7. Remy is 5. They are both very active and busy boys. They keep me on my toes daily. They have been that way since they were able to move, but I wouldn't have it any other way. So I'm originally from the East Coast. I moved to Grand Prairie in 2006. I have been here ever since. I came for 1 year to just come out to work. And then, yeah, 16 years later, here I am. So I am a former business manager. So I originally worked in a dealership for about 5 years. And I moved out here because I was going to work, maybe go to school, wasn't quite sure. And then I got into the finance industry side and kind of fell in love with it. So it was really fast paced. I loved my job. I worked a lot of hours. Anybody who works in the dealership knows that it's a demanding job. And I loved it because my husband worked in the oil field and it just meshed. We didn't have kids and it was easy to do. So then once we decided to get married, have a family, it was, kind of a choice like who's going to stay home and maybe take care of our kiddos. So I decided to step back from my role at the dealership and I went out and became self-employed and became a mortgage broker. So I loved my job there as well. It was wonderful just because I was self-employed and I was able to make my own hours and just, of course, purchasing a home, it's one of the biggest purchases that you're going to make. And I got to help people's help their dreams come true. So it was lots of fun. I enjoyed it so much. And really just, I love the finance world. But as anybody knows, when you're self-employed and you are a mortgage broker, you work for your clients and you work on your clients' hours. So that was great until I decided to have babies and, then you work on your baby's hours. So it was a little bit tough to navigate being a mom and having this type of, kind of demanding career. And I decided to kind of step away from my career for a few years to take care of my kids. So, I was blessed and fortunate enough to be able to do that. And I loved being home. But after 6 years and, being a mom full time, it's, after COVID and things, I just started to really feel like I needed something more that was just for me. I didn't really want it to be, I didn't know if I wanted it to be a career or a job, but I just knew that I needed to, sorry, I'm just going to let someone in here. I just knew I needed kind of an outlet to be creative and to also maybe hopefully contribute to my family financially. So I started kind of looking around a little bit. And once you're self-employed and you work for, you don't have a boss and things, it's hard to kind of fit all those little criterias in this box that I wanted and find a finance job that kind of fit into that avenue that I wanted to go down. So I was just stumbling across social media one day. One of my girlfriends from back home had posted this opportunity and she just reached out and said, would you have a look at it? And I said, sure, absolutely. And I come from a background of zero network marketing experience. It's never anything that I kind of looked into doing. I've always kind of seen some of the companies, how they've been, I've supported lots of my friends through them, but it was just never something that I thought I would, want to do. But once I took a look at this company and kind of saw what the financial possibilities were here, and then also having the time freedom that I really was looking for, and time management, it ticked all the boxes. And once I kind of saw like the way the company and the culture was here, it was kind of hard to unsee. So that's just a little backstory of how I kind of got into Q Sciences. So I've been here since February. So this is basically, so Q Sciences, we're a health and wellness company. We're based out of Salt Lake City in Utah. We are in 23 countries right now, but we are about 26 to 27, I think, just as of last month. So we just launched in Asia, and Australia is like growing like mad over there. And basically it all has to do with our technology. So we have cutting edge technology products, and they're constantly evolving with science. And we've had a 1,200% growth in our company since 2018. So one crazy exciting thing that I love sharing is that in Canada, we are basically a basement for opportunity. So this is called the S curve. And if you've ever dealt with anything to do with network marketing, you may be familiar with it, but basically the S curve just shows at the top. This is basically when a company's become saturated. So there's lots of companies that are like probably well-known household names that you've ordered from your friends and things. And it doesn't matter when you join how hard you work, you're never going to get to those top ranks that a lot of people, strive to achieve, just because it's such a saturated market already. So that is one amazing thing we have the edge on here. Is this is United States, and we are actually down in here. So this is like a 5 to 7 year kind of momentum that we're looking at before we maybe even hit that saturation peak. So it's a pretty amazing time to join into a company like this. So a little background about Q Sciences. So these two men here, they're like brilliant businessmen. The guy on the left, this is Mark Wilson. So he's our CEO and founder. He actually started Q Sciences back in 2012. So a little bit about his background. He was a successful NFL quarterback for the Oakland Raiders back in the 80s. So he retired from that after a few years and went into real estate, and he was a real estate developer for 15 years and then decided to retire and stay on the golf course. So once he got on the golf course and, had his career fulfilled and he didn't need to work, he just kind of really was like, he wanted to be able to help people in a way, but he wasn't quite sure how to do it. He just knew he wanted to do something more than just be retired. So he started to ask around, talk about a few things, and he realized that our health and wellness kind of avenue was really lacking with like top superior products. So, and he really wanted to be able to do this to be able to help people financially as well. So that's kind of how Q Sciences started. They actually were developed in 2012, but their products were only available in like white coat offices. So like, your doctor's offices, chiropractors, things like that. And that was one thing that really stood out to me, is that even though they are a ground floor company in Canada, their products are very stable, and they've, stood the test of time because they've been around for almost 10 years. So the one thing about Mark is he developed the business, and, he started the products, and it was just, he didn't know how to get the products out to more people and to help people better themselves financially. So this is where Mr. Jake Spencer came in. So this is the president of our company. He's absolutely incredible. He was actually retired at age 31. He started his network marketing career when he was 21. So he comes to us with like over a decade of experience. His wife is on our team as well, and they've traveled around the world and basically helped people develop their businesses. And the crazy awesome thing about him is that he's our president, but he's been in the field and he's done what we do. So he's able to train us and lead us with the knowledge, and knows like basically what we're going through and like what we have to do to succeed. So when he came into the company in 2018, he created our comp plan. So which is a 1-page comp plan. It's very, very simple. There's a small breakdown video that goes over it. I won't go into too much detail of that stuff tonight, but it's a very advantageous comp plan, and the products, he kind of did a little revamp on them, and that's why we've seen so much growth since 2018, is because Jake came onto the team with Mark. So basically, we're a health and wellness company. Like I said, this is, we have a full suite of products. We have like over 50 products. I won't go into them all tonight. I promise we'd be here all night, but I'll just kind of give you a rundown. One thing that I loved about this company is they have a vertical that kind of, it reaches out to everybody. So it doesn't matter if you're young or you're old, if you're a man or woman. And we focus, like we help with like weight loss, like energy. There's something that really touches, I don't know, with everybody. And that's one thing that was really important to me. I didn't want to get into a company where I had to just have one product that I was trying to sell to one vertical of person. So a few things that we have. So I'm sure Alicia's probably talked a little bit about our new liquid medical grade collagen. So this one was just released last month. We have kids products with they help with mental and they help with like nutritional value. Then we have like weight loss. We have natural energy supplements. We have protein powders. And then up here, this is our sublingual sprays. So these are really easy to use vitamins. This here is our hemp line. So unfortunately, it's not available in Canada yet, just because of our government, but say we are a global company. So say if you did, sign up, you're interested in the business, someone who signed on under you that's from the States, they can absolutely 100% benefit and purchase these products. So we just can't order them and ship them to our address yet. So we're working on that. And let's switch to the next one. So I'll just touch on a couple products tonight. So this one's my absolute favorite. It was the first thing that I ever ordered with Q Sciences. So it's called our Q Core. So it's a trio product. It has 3 different types of products in the packaging. So it comes with QMax Premium, which is a B-methylated vitamin. So that means it's very easy to absorb into your system. It helps basically bridge any nutritional gaps that you might have. So if you know, back in the day when your grandpa had a garden and you got your vegetables out of it, they were full of nutrients. And nowadays, like our soil is so depleted, it doesn't matter how healthy or how well you eat, you have to supplement in order to bridge that nutritional gap that we have in our bodies. So this QMax Premium is amazing for that. But the one nice thing is it also helps with your mental health. So it crosses the blood-brain barrier. And it helps with like brain fog. It helps with your energy, your mood. It helps with mom brain. It helps me be a nicer person. That's what my husband tells me sometimes if I don't remember to take it. So the other product that we have, the Q Align, it's the anti-inflammatory. So it's for inflammation, which has been incredible. And then the Q Biotics that are in this package, there's a pre and probiotic. So one amazing thing about them is they're spore forming. So that means they're very sturdy. So you can actually open up these capsules, you can pour them in food, you can cook with them, you can heat them up, they can get cold, where a lot of biotics you see on the market have to be refrigerated or, you have to be careful with them. And then once you do digest them, they go through your stomach acids and you lose, pretty much a lot of what you've actually ingested. So these will actually withstand up to your stomach acids, which is a huge benefactor when you're taking a biotic for your gut health. So the other thing here is oral sprays. So one thing I love about these is no other company really has these. They're a sublingual spray. They just go underneath of your tongue. So that means that they're fast absorbing. It's basically the quickest way to get something into your system besides through IV. So our really popular one that we have is sleep spray. It's been life-changing in our household. I don't know about anybody else, but sleep is very important when you have little children at home. And my kids usually ask, they're like, Mom, can we have our minty breath spray? Or they say like, can I have my close my eye sleep spray? So it's been amazing for us. Then we have like B12, we have vitamin C, vitamin D. There's a relief spray, which that one, I have like a personal testimony I love. I don't go anywhere without it. They look like this, they're about the size of a pen. So the relief spray actually has, like if you have a headache or if it's like, sorry guys, but if it's that time of the month, it helps with that. But it also has a calming agent in it that helps if you have like any type of anxiousness or anxiety. It helps really relieve those symptoms, which is one of my favorite things. And so I'll just touch quickly here. Another part of Q Sciences is we have Kimball and Stacey Jensen. So they actually created the MyQFit app. So this is another product that we have with Q Sciences. So it's an app you can download. You have full access to trainers, which these are 2 of the ones on here. I actually got to meet them last month in Dallas, and they're the sweetest little couple. They just had a brand new baby, but they have on-demand workouts. They have meal plans that you can customize to your needs. They have a community that's incredible because, the nice thing is like when you're, trying to follow a regimen or workout, it's nice to have the support and the accountability from, other people that are following the system as well. They do a couple different challenges throughout the year. So probably every couple months. I'm actually on one right now, and they always have amazing prizes. Last a month ago, they did like the family challenge and they gave out a free trip to Disney World. So it was pretty exciting. And the next thing. So this guy here is Dr. Stephen Kimberly. So he is, we call him Dr. K. He's the guy that formulates all of our products. So he works exclusively with Q Sciences. And you can see on the screen, he's got pretty substantial credentials. He was actually the former senior editor at WebMD. I'm sure you guys have Googled a symptom or two on there. I know I have, but he's also a board certified internal medicine doctor and a naturopath. And the one amazing thing about him is he, even if our products stand, if he thinks they're top tier right now, he is constantly evolving things with science. So all of our products, that's what Q Sciences stands for. Q means quintessential, means the best of the best, and sciences, everything is backed by science. So he's constantly evolving our products and keeps up with science to make them even better than they are today. So this is just a quick little rundown. I won't go into too much detail, but it basically just shows you there's 3 ways to actually make an income if you ever decided to join Q Sciences on the business avenue. So basically the first way is through customer sales. So that means if you signed up and you had someone shop through your website, your e-commerce website, then you get paid commissions on anything that they order. So it starts actually at a minimum of 15% up to 35%, which is pretty huge because a lot of other companies that I looked at, they started about 3%. So I found that very advantageous starting at 15%. So the second way to get paid is if you decide to join the business and you want to build a team. So you start basically with 2 business partners below you. And then you can see down here, you kind of move through the ranks. So basically, if you have 3 orders underneath of you, you would unlock your first rank and then it goes up from there. So these are all in set amounts. So each month you get paid a commission amount. You don't get paid $1 less because we don't get paid on averages here. So if you hit the rank of executive, you'd make $250 a month, which is in US dollars, which is amazing. It's the only time that we think that it's advantageous to have our dollar so low. And these bonuses are all stackable and those are all paid in US dollars as well. And so basically, if you decided to join the business, it's a $39.95 investment to jump on with us. That gives you an e-commerce site. Basically, you're a business owner. You have a site that you can share with your friends. They can shop through you, or they can jump on the business and start building the business with you as well. I'll go into a little bit more after. I'm just kind of going through a couple of these slides for you. So this is retaining customers. So I love this part about Q Sciences. So if you have people that jump on and they want to purchase the product from you, we have a whole team of people that actually take care of them for us. So they do the shipping, they get the tracking numbers to them. If they have any issues with returns, which we hardly ever have because we have an 87% retention rate. And then also, if you did sign up to be a customer, it's a $10 annual fee. And it's 25% discount. And the nice thing is 0 risk because it's a 30-day empty bottle money back guarantee. That's how sure of the product they are. And so with Q Sciences, it's a little different company because I don't know if any of you have some network marketing experience, but it's basically simple onboard training. So what that means is you can earn before you learn. So Alisha invited you guys on this call tonight. And she's come on and she hasn't really had to do a lot because that's what our system is basically our mentors and people that are above you. They do the work for you until you're ready to do it. So we plug them in, we teach them all of the systems, we give them all the tools, and we have training and we have events and like so much each week that people pour into us. And it's just an incredible company. So basically what's next? So this kind of brings us to the end. I'm going to show you a couple more things that just weren't in the slides, but with our system, we always follow up. So Alisha invited you here tonight and she's definitely going to follow up and just say like, hey, like, what were your thoughts? Like, did you like the business side? Did you like the products? Or maybe nothing at all. It's, but it's just the way we do things. So she's definitely going to follow up and just get some feedback from you. But one thing I just wanted to show you. So these 2 new products that we got here. So this is collagen. So this one's the Reform and then this one's the Rebuild. So I don't know if you guys know a lot about collagen, but these ones are liquid medical grade. So we actually partnered up with a medical company down in the States that works with the hospitals. So these are basically what they put into the feeding tubes in the hospitals. That's how high standards they are. And this one has a protein in it. So this one is for like muscle building. It helps fat burning. And then this one is like the lady's favorite because this one helps with like skin, you know, like skincare issues, like fine lines, wrinkles, cellulite, so much. And there's like so many crazy testimonies, and like a lot of my team, because we got to beta test a lot of these before they actually were released, and the results have been incredible. And one other product that we just released this month, so we don't have too many slides on it yet, but these are called terpenes. So I don't know if you guys have heard of these. Our company is the first to ever launch them, and we're probably about 2 years ahead of anybody ever doing them. So nobody else has these on the market. So what they are is basically, if you're familiar with an essential oil, and I always use like lavender as an example. So a lavender plant, when they take the essential oils out of it, they basically take the plant and they press it until the oil releases. So lavender has like a really, aromatic smell. It also has a calming effect and helps you go to sleep. So what our company was actually able to do is they like took the terpene, which the terpene in the plant like itself is what actually makes it smell and gives its benefits that give you that like relaxing or like able to sleep. That's what the terpene does. So they were actually able to isolate just the terpene molecule, and then they made it into these elixirs. So they're very potent. They go underneath your tongue. The results you feel within 5 minutes. We have two different kinds. So one is called chill. This one's amazing for if you have any type of anxious feelings, or if you just want to relax. So a lot of people like have used like CBD oil or like hemp, things like that. This is outstanding. And the one amazing thing about it is we have biosync technology, not to get too technical, but it's patented with our company. So what that is it makes our products very soluble. So if you're able to like take hemp and you dropped it into water, you'd see most of the time like it doesn't mix very well. It's just like oil and water. Our products actually, you can put them in and they stir right up. So that means they're very soluble, and you're going to digest so much more of the benefits than you would with any other product. And the other one that we have is called Comfort. So that one is amazing for any pain, aches. A lot of people have had some neurological like testimonies with it. I love it to use to go to sleep. So it just really calms and relaxes your mind. And they've been incredible. So we have samples of all these things too, if you are interested and want to try some things before you, of course, invest. But I'm just going to stop recording just 1 second.